No, so a couple headlines we want to talk about. One, Nick, didn't have any clue you had a crush on Sophia Bush. As a man this close to getting married, do you think it's wise to be okay with infidelity?
Oh no, I think it's the worst thing you could possibly do. But ever since One Tree Hill, that was always everyone's like, "What's your number one celebrity crush?" It was always Sophia Bush for me.
So Sophia Bush has broken up the women's soccer power couple that is Krieger and Ashlyn Harris, whatever. Funny shit that's been going on, though, is women's soccer fans are ruthless, much like Taylor Swift fans. If you go on Ashlyn Harris's Wikipedia page right now, it says Ashlyn Harris is a female soccer player that is now retired and is known for playing 0 minutes in both World Cups and stuff like that. So, yeah. Any thoughts? Are we on either side of this one? Obviously, I think we're a pro Krieger pod at this point. Go ahead,
Let
Michael.
me just say, I have zero opinion on either of these people. Any of the people involved, I will take myself out of this conversation.
I think we have to throw our weight behind the only remaining couple on the team.
Who's and that is
Tobin Heath and Kristen Press.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we just throw our energy and positivity between the one that still exists and shows that true love is still out there.
I think, Nick, that is a really, really positive thing to say and a positive way to close this thing out. So let's get negative real quick. Taylor Swift and Mahomes' wife handshake, awful. Just bad.
We're gonna piss so many people off.
I disagree.
Dylan, come on. Oh my God.
Dylan.
You're telling me you've never done that handshake growing up with
Yeah, when I was
that's the
five,
problem. That's the problem. Michael mentioned,
If-
he goes, that handshake has every element of every standard secret handshake ever.
Look, Taylor Swift, and I say it all the time, pen to paper, fantastic, pen to paper. You can see her, though, the one problem I guess I would have with it is you can see her saying boop, boop, boop to get on rhythm, which explains a lot of the Lane Bennett's dance moves we see a lot of times.
So bad.
But I don't think that's the issue people have trouble with. The issue is who else was in the box, and that's what Swifties are going to be upset about. Mahomes' brother's a problem.
Yeah,
well, he sucks.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's collateral damage that she's in the box and he's there, but I think that's the bigger issue. Like, it has nothing to do with, like, I think it's already known that she's not the best dancer, so her having this handshake isn't going to be something that's throwing everyone off.
Listen, I'll go after her appropriately if she gets in a TikTok with Jackson Mahomes. After that, it's done. It's done and over with. I don't care. She can't help who goes in that box, like, especially family-wise. I'm not going to criticize her for that. That handshake is
bad.
Again, I was getting off of this, like, Taylor Swift is a little cringe. She doesn't know how to, like, exist in, like, real life and with real people and stuff like that. And it's not her own fault. She has been a superstar from the time she performed at Alliance High School.
Yeah.
Like, years and years and years ago.
Really?
Yep, absolutely. So I'm just saying that I was on this trajectory up that, actually she's pretty normal. And then I saw that and I was like, man, she has a lot to learn. She has a lot of years to make up for.
But, like, she's a newborn in football. This is like her third game ever watching. Like, you gotta let her get it out of her
That's
system.
not exclusive to football handshakes.
That handshake, though, does remind me of, like, the saying of she looks like a baby deer. Like, it is her third football game. She does look like a baby deer, like trying to figure it out. On top of that, though, I do think she might have a little bit more athleticism than Mahomes' wife. I think she was, like, counting her in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going after it.
And 1 and 2 and 3.
Didn't she play collegiate soccer?
Yes.
So I could have been wrong. I could be wrong.
I'm just saying.
She
was
played
a D1 athlete.
Yeah, she played D2 soccer for 4 years.
All right. Well, I stand corrected, and that won't be the last time on this episode, probably.
Last thing for me, to her defense again, because I know we usually speak very highly of Miss Swift on this podcast. Mm-hmm. Brittany Mahomes is definitely more into that handshake than Taylor Swift is.
Well, yeah, she needs it more.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's like a mutual, like, they're both like, oh my god, like, girlfriend, let's make a fucking handshake. No, I think it's kind of like, Yeah,
She's
Brittany
clout
Mahomes,
chasing big time.
Brittany Mahomes has brought this up at every game, and this is the first game Taylor's like, okay.
And she said it in front of like Travis Kelce's parents, so like Taylor kind of looks bad if she says no in front of the parents.
Yeah. Like Brittany's been working on this one for a minute, which actually brings me
how do I ask her?
to the actual last point on this. I do have a ton more respect for T Swift than I ever did. I don't know if it was on our pod or if I was just out to drinks. Dylan, I feel like you were there, but we were talking about who is actually the most famous person in the world. And I live in a Beyonce house, not by choice. My wife is a Beyonce person, and I for sure just thought it was Beyonce. I think Taylor Swift blows Beyonce out of the water now. It's insane how just popular she is.
You've offended 2 fan bases in one.
Yeah, you don't. I would cover up everything in your room. They'll definitely be able to find your address somehow.
If I cut up this pod correctly, I might be able to get a third one in there, and that's when the views start coming